Imagine opening a cardboard box to find a plain gray metal brick that does exactly one thing. Now imagine that plain gray brick costs almost $4,000. Welcome to your custom deep dive. Today we're looking at a highly technical spec sheet you shared with us from HDTVSupply.
Yeah, specifically, we're looking at the Smart-AVI SFXPRO-2P-RX-S Multimode Fiber Receiver. And like you said, the price tag sits at exactly $3,824.15.
Which is just wild. So our mission today is to decode this incredibly dense technical document to figure out why a single receiver commands such a massive premium and, what highly specific problem it actually solves for you. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, the fundamental problem this gray brick solves is distance. I mean, standard copper cables degrade really rapidly.
Right, like if you try sending high-definition video over a long HDMI cable, the signal just drops out entirely.
Exactly. But this receiver totally shatters that limitation. It extends 2 DVI-D video signals.
And that's supporting crisp 1920 by 1200 resolution at 60 Hertz, right?
Yeah, along with stereo audio and USB connections up to 1,500 feet away. Oh, and it even supports RS-232.
Which, just to put that in context, RS-232 is this older, highly specific industrial standard. It's used to program heavy factory machinery.
Right. And it achieves that massive 1,500-foot range, which is about 457 meters, using a multimode fiber optic connection with an LC plug.
So let's talk about how that actually works.
Yeah.
Because multimode fiber isn't just like a basic hollow tube.
Oh, not at all.
It uses a core that allows different streams of data to travel simultaneously by bouncing light at slightly different angles inside the cable.
So you get multiple lanes of traffic perfectly separated without interfering with each other.
Right. It's basically a super-powered quarter-mile-long magic cable.
Yeah.
If you placed a computer in one end zone of a football field, you could flawlessly play a game or use a touchscreen 5 football fields away.
What's fascinating here is that it doesn't just send passive video down those lanes. Because it has an integrated 4-port hub built right into the receiver, it transparently supports interactive, high-speed USB devices.
Yeah, that is the part that really stood out to me. Because anyone who has dealt with UFB knows it requires constant bidirectional handshakes between the computer and the device.
Oh yeah, constantly, back and forth.
If the computer doesn't hear back in milliseconds, it drops the connection entirely.
But this receiver converts those complex handshakes into light packets so fast that a server a quarter-mile away doesn't even notice the latency.
That is just insane.
It really is. It's entirely plug and play. You just hook up webcams, hard drives, scanners, or, complex touch screens, and the remote computer reacts instantly.
Okay, so I get the distance capability, but I do have to push back on the price for a second.
Sure.
If you were just trying to run a dual monitor setup, from a basement server to a top-floor home office, almost $4,000 for an extender is massive overkill.
Oh, if we connect this to the bigger picture, yeah, it is absolutely overkill for a standard home office. The premium price tag isn't just about covering distance.
Right, there's more to it.
It's about surviving the environment. The spec sheet explicitly notes this device is EMI immune, meaning it's completely immune to electromagnetic interference.
Because standard copper cables are essentially just long antennas, right? They pick up background electrical noise.
Exactly.
If standard cables are like trying to shout across a crowded room, where the further you are, the more your voice gets drowned out by background chatter fiber optics, is like shining a laser pointer directly into someone's eye from across that same room.
Well, that's a rather intense analogy, but highly accurate. It doesn't matter how loud the room gets, the light cuts right through.
Wow, okay.
So this gear is built for hostile technical environments where the electrical noise is deafening. Think of a heavy manufacturing floor with massive industrial machinery.
Or a bustling hospital full of MRI machines and imaging equipment. The massive ambient electrical noise in those environments would completely scramble a copper cable's data.
Right. But because fiber transmits via light, it completely ignores that chaotic electrical interference.
So it becomes the invisible backbone of modern logistics and security.
Exactly. It completely detaches the human interface from the actual computing hardware. You keep the sensitive servers in a safe, climate-controlled room,
while placing the monitors and controls right in the middle of the heavy industrial action. Understanding this really reveals the hidden infrastructure of our world.
It really does.
The next time you use a remote touchscreen kiosk at an airport or see a security desk far away from a humming server room, you'll know the invisible, EMI-immune fiber optic technology making it possible.
It completely redefines where computing power actually has to live.
Which brings us back to that 1,500-foot fiber connection. It leaves you wondering.
Wondering what?
Well, If we can already flawlessly transmit a live, high-speed, interactive workspace a quarter mile through a web of electromagnetic chaos, how long until physical proximity to our heavy computing hardware becomes completely obsolete?